Welcome to your daily focus for August the 31st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Truly thank you for all of the positive energy, the loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you so much. So let's find out what our energy is going to be like today surrounding us. Now we have Mercury that is retrograde. We have the Sun in Virgo. I think the Moon moves into Virgo today. Oh, who do we have falling out? The Page of Cups. Oh, what a beautiful card. So we hold this empty cup, this glass, and this is the time to envision how we want to fill that glass. What's our priorities? Where do we want to grow? What do we want to create? Who do we want to become? So it's a time to pause. It's a time to concentrate. It's a time not to move forward into new things, but to imagine the new things that you want to move forward in. Let's put that back into the deck. Oh, and we have the solar eclipse, new moon, happening on September the 1st, so tomorrow. So let's see what we get here. Start with the Five of Coins. The Page of Coins. 2 pages out already, yeah? And the Ten of Wands. Oh, well, it's not the greatest of energy to work with, but we know it's coming, so we can deal with it appropriately. We can manage the energy around us so that we get through it successfully. There's some beauty with 2 pages, with a page falling out and then the Page of Coins. But we really will have to ground ourselves. We'll really have to center ourselves. We'll really have to unplug ourselves from the dramas that are going on around us to the, we need to, mutable energy. We need to be able to change our plans, to not be stuck to any one decision, any one. Who did we have flying out here? 38 mystery. Have we ever even had that card? I'm not even sure. I'd have to look back. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So I'm going to put that back in. Mystery. You know what? I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to see what other card comes out. And I put it over next to the Five of Coins. Okay, let's see what our card is supposed to be. Inspiration, 49. 9 plus 4 is 13, which is 4, which is grounding, security. And we put that over by the Ten of Wands, so we've got a little bit more to look at today. The mystery. Is that what you're feeling? It's a mystery of how you were going to move forward, how you were going to accomplish what you want, if it's the right move, if things will work out the right way, what you need to do, what you don't have, what you need to move away from. And so mystery could almost be the confusion of not knowing which way to step in. Right now we don't want to step in any direction, but we want to think about the direction that we are thinking we are going to take forward. Maybe it's the one we want, maybe it's the one we don't want, but the step forward, what is it? What is it in your life? And depending on where the new moon energy is in your birth chart, okay, it's happening in Virgo, so know what house that's in. Because that will give you a strong indication to what it's actually zeroing in on in your life. Whether or not it's communication or work or love. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's adventure. Maybe it's endings and healing, maybe it's diet, health. Maybe it's your self-expression. Maybe it's your work, your career. Maybe it's relationships. But somewhere in your life, definitely, there is confusion about how to go forward. So it's a mystery. And having the 11 there, okay? The portal into our tomorrow. And isn't that what new moons are all about? Planting the seeds, the new beginnings, the new starts, the fresh approaches. So we have that 11, we have that portal in front of us to step through, for new beginnings to happen in our life, for new adventures to start. And yet we feel like we can't get there. There's so much to do and so much to concentrate on, and it's hard. And so you look around you today and you will see a lot of people having a pity party for themselves, getting angry about their environment, what somebody said to them, what happened to them on the way to work, what happened to them as they left the grocery store. A pity party, but I think, you know, with the 9 being one of the main numbers here in the new moon, and this isn't the new moon video, but we're stepping into it. This is our final day to not have that pity party, but look within and see, you know, or turn around and see that light behind you. See what can be. Turn off that tape recorder in your mind that is playing over and over that you're not tall enough, you're not short enough, you're not fat enough, you're not thin enough, you're not the right color, you're not the right religion, you're not the right fill in the blank. You don't have a good enough voice, you can't write, you can't paint, you can't sing, you can't garden, you can't cook, you can't build a house. Those tape recordings of you'll never amount to anything. Why do you have to be like that? Or how about the things we say to ourselves when we trip over something and we go, oh, I'm so clumsy. No, you're not. You just tripped over something. If my head wasn't attached, I would lose it. Seriously? Think about what you tell yourself about yourself each and every day, over and over again. And you state it out loud so you can hear yourself. So not only is it a thought, but you gave it a voice, you gave it energy. And then you heard yourself say that, so it has to be true, because you wouldn't lie about you, would you? And so we can dig these pits for ourselves without even realizing that we are holding the shovel in our hand. So turn around and see the light. Start looking at, you know, replace that tape recording with one that you want to walk into. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What are you wearing? And then get ready for the adventure. Because it's not actually in obtaining the goal. It's the adventure. It's the feeling of exhilaration when you hit a milestone. When you've moved in the right direction. And that allows you to set bigger and better goals. You're not alone in the cold. That light is blaring behind you, and if you turn around, you will see it. You will know what to concentrate on. You will know where to turn your energy. Because we have the Page of Coins right next to it. Now, she's young. Careful with this energy, because we'll want to do something today. Page of Coins is Health, money, prosperity. And what great ideas we have. And we think that nothing can be better. We can see the vision today. No, I look at her and she's looking somewhere off in the distance, knowing her path, knowing where she's going, knowing where she's going to improve, knowing where she's going to be better. And this is your energy today. Don't allow this energy in, but it's going to be there anyways, okay? Even though I said that, I know you're going to have to deal with it. But try and flip it around to the destination, to where she's looking, to where you are looking. Is it that you want to move from an apartment to a home? Then what does that home look like? Do you want to earn enough money so that you can buy a new vehicle? What does that vehicle look like? Does it have leather or cloth seats? Do you put your own seat covers on it? Is it better health? Then envision yourself healthy, not sick. Is it a thinner you? Then envision yourself getting into that size that you want to fit into. Is it being a good mom or a good dad? Then see yourself with your children, playing and happy and laughing. Because you can envision it today. You have the sight to see it. So take some time out, please. Now, here we are on the other side. Look at this, the Ten of Wands. We need to completely report that load on our back. Our routines. Where we put our energy, where we put our time, where we put our love. And we need to make it so that we can stand up straight when we carry it on our back. And what needs to go, needs to go. We're in a 9 energy. Well, we're moving into a 9 energy. September 2016. A 9 month. A 9 year. Endings, completions. But endings and completions move us into the number 1, the new beginnings. And how beautiful that the new moon is on September the 1st. A 1. I didn't add it up, but 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 9 for the year is 19, so 19 is the love number. It's passions and desires. So 19 is a beautiful number. And it boils it down to the number 2. Our balance, but an imbalance, and understanding how we can gain a balance. What is needed in your life, what needs to be removed from our life, these are things that are going to haunt us today. So we need to be very proactive, and we need to take some time out and think it through. We take time out to make our shopping list. We take time out to plan the family vacation. We take time out to do just about everything else in life except take care of ourselves. To give ourselves the time, our future the time that it deserves. And I'm not talking 20 minutes even, I'm talking 2 or 3 minutes. Turn the phone off, turn the computer off, take a couple of deep breaths, and envision your tomorrow. What does it look like? Start designing it. Start seeing it. Start believing in it, because we are going into new beginnings and we want to plant the seeds very, very shortly. We have 49, inspiration. Get inspired. Get excited about who you are, the love you have to offer, the gifts, the talents, the abilities that you have to offer. the compassion, the creativity, and stand strong in who you are. Don't apologize for who you are. Stand strong and say thank you when they notice. So this gives us, this is the last card here. So we are moving into, we go from mystery to actually having a firm ground here, to get inspired about where we are going. Let's see what our wise animals have to say for us today. So I think, today is probably going to be a rocky day, but we know what the energy is going to be, so we can unplug the minute we see drama happening. And when we, get in a traffic jam, we kind of giggle to ourselves and say, Mercury retrograde, I knew I was right leaving 15 minutes early. Plan for your plan to come apart, to be delayed, for the stops, for the goes. Don't be too rigid today. Go with the flow. Absolutely go with the flow. Stay in the moment. And yes, we want to be productively critical of ourselves in where we are too giving, or we are wasting our energy or our time or our resources, or where we are not putting in the effort and what fell out. Eye on the prize. Well, we just got to read that one, don't we now? Eye on the prize. He looks like a vulture to me. Eye on the prize, the vulture. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. I can't make this up. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of the misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. That's by Stephen Covey. So release goals and vision. Well, I can see why our angels picked this card for us. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent wasted time looking at what everybody else has, and spends too much time wishing instead of doing, and that could be some of this card of seeing what everybody else has, and the poor me comes out in us. So be careful of that energy. Make yourself accountable. Oh, it is now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want clear in sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion helps us open the doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. And I've spent a lot of time talking about the clutter and completing, haven't I? And I think in the September 2016 video I really go into the cluttering. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume before sending it out. Is that it? No, Walter goes on. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare your mind, your body, and your soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the final prize. So, visualize what you want to walk into. And don't have the pity party for yourself today. Know that it's just the energy around you making you weighed down, making you pull down. Unplug from the drama around you. Unplug from whatever you can today and focus back inwardly on you. Okay? The 9th card of the tarot deck is the Hermit. Go within yourself. Well, that wasn't our animal card, though, and the video is quite long already, isn't it? But we haven't picked an animal card, so we need to. But Spirit wanted us to have the message of the vulture, and it is New Beginnings by the Robin. They say go on, I listen. I never stop when they say continue, so I guess that's why. Cleansing, newness, grateful, promise, and new birth. And I think this is really a symbol of what is to be, what is to come, the new birth, the new starts, the new seeds that we plant on the new moon tomorrow. Robin tells you it's time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past, wipe yourself clean, and mend the wounds and scratches that occurred during the journey. And I didn't even read the quote, did I? You cannot climb a mountain if you will not risk a fall. Your angels and guides will be on hand to help. It's a great day to offer your gratitude for what you do have, and knowing that you won't be let down if you ask, believe, and expect that changes can occur in your life. Yes, there is that everything happens for a reason thinking, even during painful experiences, but loss always evolves into gain of some kind. Have you ever experienced a passing only to hear an announcement of a pregnancy or birth? Or broken up with someone and start dating somebody so much more compatible for you that you wondered what you saw in the past person? Death of situations always evolves into new beginnings, I would think it would say, a promise of birth and new beginnings. If you can see the clouds of despair, putting blankets over the situation and blinding yourself can cause you to see through the heartache. Putting blankets over the situation and blinding yourself can cause you to now see through the heartache. Emotion is truly energy in motion. And since everything is energy, money, love, work, the universe feels the vibration changing in your thoughts, and it can change it into a wonderful thing if you allow it to do so. Robins always come back to the same place each springtime. It's nature's way. Robin may be telling you that you need to review your childhood to see where you may have stored away deep within your soul, to see if there is forgiveness that needs to take place, or maybe you need to look up an old childhood friend. I think yesterday we had look up an old friend, wasn't it? So going back and reintroducing ourselves to maybe something that we used to love doing, that we put on the back burner for whatever reason, but it brought out a great passion in us, a desire in us, a want in us, a need in us to go further, to be passionate about it, to, you know, and it gave us, we were in this hyper focus when we had the time to do it, and then it just went by the wayside for whatever reason in your life, some kind of chaos, some kind of stress, some kind of new beginning that wasn't planned for and something had to go. So now it's time to rearrange our schedules again, our routines again, to fit in the new beginnings. So, new beginnings, the Robin. And don't forget, today will probably be more of the vulture type energy. And you are empowered now to know what that energy is so that you can turn it around and look at the positive new beginnings that you want to have happen in your life going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.